Hey, Ryan from Spiker Workshop here with the latest thing that we're working on. We got a snowblower mounting kit for the brand new Traxxas TRX4, and we're still fine-tuning some stuff, but it should be available for sale soon. And anyone who already owns my blower, they can easily convert theirs over by just changing out that red bracket piece on theirs. But here's the snowblower in action here. You can lift it up and then also push down into the cement to kind of get down to the bottom of the snow. You can see it has a lot of downward weight to it. And then when it's lifting up, it doesn't actually completely clear the ground, but neither does my Spiker Cat, because you don't really need to. It's just this is enough to be able to steer around. You can see if I put it down, and then steering is pretty much not, I mean, it kind of works, but then when you lift the blower up, very easily steers still. And it uses the same servo that I use on the Spiker Cat. It's like, I believe, a 10 kg rating torque. But the whole mount's set up so you can use whatever you guys want to use on it. But I think you need at least something with 10 kg of torque rating. And yeah, currently I'm working on the electronics for it. I'm going to try to make my own circuit board that will convert the stock radio into a 9-channel radio. But until I get that done, you'll probably have to use some normal like airplane radio, or the ones that I sell on my website, because right now I have 2 receivers in there using this knob and the Traxxas one here. But hopefully I can get a circuit board done. If I can get something made, my plan is to use this toggle switch to switch between 3 different modes. Like, this mode will be normal driving and your high and low transmission. Centered will be like a light switch, a winch control, and I think just an empty channel for something for the future. And then the other way on here will be snowblower chute direction, your lifting. I'll have the knob for that basically be used as the trigger, and then this will be the snowblower's motor on and off. So hopefully I can get that circuit board made, because that will be really cool. So yeah, the bumper and the piece that goes on the bumper for this truck will be replaced by this piece here, but you'll still actually be able to use the stock bumper with my printed parts once you take the blower off. So it'll be like you won't have to completely tear the thing down if you just want to drive the truck around by itself. And yeah, here's the servo in action there. And you'll see the way the linkage is set up, that when it's lifting the blower up in the air, the linkage goes straight, so that way all the weight of the blower isn't straining the servo the entire time. Like, it kind of locks in. Like, you can hear it's trying to strain there, but then when it locks in, there's like no more force on it or anything. Sorry, my carpet is very dusty in here. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers the features of the mount. Advantages of using this truck for this snowblower is that this whole truck is like very much suited for this. I tried making a mount in the past on an SCX-10, and the truck is much smaller than this Traxxas thing, so like when you lifted the blower up, the entire back end of the SCX-10 like came way up off the ground. Oops, I don't have any body clips in there right now. But the Traxxas truck is much larger and much heavier, so when you're maneuvering the snowblower around, like, it has no problems, which is sweet. And then on top of that, it has locking diffs and 2-speed transmission. I mean, this thing will be able to go through snow like crazy. I would show you guys it going through snow, but we don't have any right now. Even though it's freezing outside, still has not snowed here. Here's a couple more views of the inside. This is with the body off. The kit will replace this part, the one that is stock here with the bumper on it. It replaces it with this really beefy printed part. And if you already own a snowblower, you'll have to buy, or these will come with it. You'll just have to choose which one you need. But the clearance, there's enough room for all the suspension to still work down in there, like with no problems on that. And then also there's a slot for a second servo in here, because I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, but eventually I'm going to make a snow plow, like a V-shaped snow plow that can switch between like a V and then it can fold into like a solid plow. So this second servo will take advantage of that. You'll be able to run like a second linkage out and stuff. And then let me quick take the blower off and I can show you how the stock bumper fits in here too. Yeah, it's super easy to remove the snowblower too. It's just 2 screws on the red parts here, and then there's 1/3 screw that connects the control rod arm, which you can easily access here. And here is with the snowblower removed. You can see my printed part that replaces the stock one also still fits the bumper that comes with the truck. You put the same 2 screws, except up from underneath, that the stock one uses. And then with the body on, yeah, I mean, it still looks like the same truck. The bumper sticks out a little bit more than the stock one, just to make room for all the servos and stuff on the inside. And then up underneath, I still haven't figured out a neat way to take care of that once you take the blower off. You might just have to remove the servo horn, but I might be able to figure out something better than that by the time it's out for sale. But either way, that doesn't affect the, it doesn't really affect the ground clearance, because it's way up above the axle, and it's still sloped in there. So yeah, and even if you do decide to just completely remove, like say you don't want to use a snowblower in the summer, to remove my mount, it's just the same 2 screws on each side that the stock thing has. So I mean, it's really easy to swap in and out. Also, one more thing to quick mention is that the front 2 shocks, when you run the snowblower, you gotta put the nut all the way to the bottom to give it the most rigidness it can. Yeah, it might even help too if you had those stoppers to give it even more tension on it. Hey, I just noticed that my radio controller is actually set to slow down the lifting servo. So during driving around a minute ago, it sounded like it had a hard time lifting it up, and that was why. So with that disabled, you can hear it still has plenty of power in that servo to lift it up. You'll also notice on the snowblower there's like a bracket with 3 different choices of where to put that control arm. So that kind of help, depending on what servo you have, to use like different leverages and stuff. But yeah, check out the links below. I'll link the products in the page as soon as they're available. But I'm going to post this video before they're actually out for sale, because I'm still fine-tuning everything, getting it all worked out and stuff. But yeah, this will be pretty sweet once we get some snow. You can see too that truck has no problems, like, at all, moving the blower around. Once we get a snowfall here, I will do a video of both this and the Spyker Cat in action at the same time. So yeah, let me know some comments and stuff down below what you guys think, and yeah, make sure to look at the comments. As soon as I get the product ready, I'll list it there for sale. So thanks for watching, guys.